Yo, what up? Welcome to the 1804 show, chapter 2. I'm your host, Dollar Will, and this is episode 350, no, 366. So many, I lost count. But tonight, got my OG over here. Been knowing this dude since, 19. Open this bitch. Been a minute. But yeah, we got a special show for y'all tonight. Like he's a real one over here. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna get it popping over here. How you been, dog?
Man, I've been good, bro. Just, the same old thing, man. Just taking it day by day, living.
Oh yeah, man. Like I said, dog. Like you been rocking with me for so long, and I just really just inspired by you. Just your grind, your hustle, and all that shit. You be doing your thing out there in the D and stuff, and then you always come back home. So you always gotta respect the ones who always come back home.
You already know, man. Shout out to the SAG, you feel me?
Hell yeah, man. So what brings you on the show tonight?
Man, you called me up, you hit me up and told me to fall through. So, I just wanted to fall through, you know what I'm saying? And come chop it up with you and the people, man.
Oh yeah, man. Shoot. First off, man, I just always just talk about just over just overcoming so much shit. Just us as black men. A lot of people don't understand. They don't know what we go through. They don't know what we have to deal with, what we endure, and it takes a strong man to overcome so much and still come up on top, like you have. So, just how about you just give us just a, to the new viewers who haven't seen our episodes yet. How about you just give us like a brief introduction about you?
Yeah, man, I'm Bank Roley. I'm the BOAB, CEO, VP, Bank Boys, you know what I'm saying? The newest artist up out of Detroit, you know what I'm saying? I've been in this music shit for a minute. I mean, like a long minute, you know what I'm saying? Man, I do a little acting here and there, you know what I'm saying? But most of all, you know what I'm saying? My job is to make sure them bank boys straight and doing what they doing, you feel me?
Oh yeah, shout out to them, man. I've been seeing y'all doing y'all thing on the gram, man. Just y'all videos be popping. I love them.
Man, shout out to Fresh Rich. Without Fresh Rich, it wouldn't be possible, you feel me? So shout out to Fresh Rich for the visuals, man.
Hell yeah, Fresh Rich, man. Like he great, at what he does, just with them videos, man. And just us in Saginaw, man. That's why I be trying to just correlate with we have to stick together, in order for us to be big. And I know everybody want to be the boss. I know everybody want to be the kingpin and this and that as far as in their arena. But we would be so much larger, so much just a force to be reckoned with if we all came together. But that's just, I don't know, that's just my dream.
Yeah, bro, I always tell my people, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, us as black people, man, we really don't know how much power we got. If we really just knew how much power we got, instead of always wanting to think you better than this person, that person, and like my daddy used to always tell me, bro, no matter what you do, what you got going on, no matter how much money you got, or what's your position, what's your title in life, it's always going to be somebody that's over you.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like us as black people, man, we got to do better, man. You know what I'm saying? All that hating on each other, all that killing each other and shit, man, that ain't real to me, you know what I'm saying? But if y'all just knew how much power we really had, man, like, it came to me like, bro, like I was sitting there just thinking one day, and I'm like, man, we really got power, but we don't use it. I
Right.
was talking to an Arab dude at the store, and cause I be doing my little work shit and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was telling me, he was like, man, me and my brother, we own this store. He was like, you know, not to be funny with you or nothing. He was like, but if y'all really just came together and stuck together as y'all own, y'all the most powerful people on this earth. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I believe that.
Yeah.
But first, the people just got to get that hate up out their heart. You can't really get moved without, you know what I'm saying? If you got hate in your heart or jealousy and all that, it's not gonna never work, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not
Right.
gonna never work.
Oh, no doubt. And it just always, just people always assume because you work so hard and this and that you are trying to like outshine people, and it's not the case. Like, it's the hunger inside me. I have so much just pain, because the pain is really what motivates the hustle, and that's the thing that people don't understand is that the pain that you have, like just what you've been through and stuff like that, you know what it's like to go with nothing. You know what it's like to lose everything and lose people. So they don't understand that, because it's like, you have experienced the lowest of the low. So what's the worst that can happen when you hustling, when you grinding and stuff? And nobody can say that I haven't worked and this and that I haven't got pretty much from point A to point Z and everything. And I'm still going through that alphabet, man, because that's how bad I want it. That's how bad I want to just represent not just my family, but my city. People like you, who gave me an opportunity to interview you guys and stuff in the beginning. So I'm making history for all of us, man, because once this take off, it's gonna be over. Like, it's just gonna be one of those things that gonna be classics, dog. And I just take every episode seriously, and I take everybody's experiences seriously, because y'all experiences gave me a better perspective.
Yeah, bro. And it's like, just like my brother always tell me, you know, people not gonna understand your lifestyle or your grind. You know what I'm saying? Like, people might laugh, oh, he trying to do this, but he ain't gonna make it, this and this, whatnot, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like I told you when I first came in, bro, keep doing your thing. Like I say, it don't matter if you got 2 fans, 3 fans, 4, all that shit gonna grow, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, the thing is, that's just like with us. You got to think, we got a brand new group, never been heard of,
Right.
but the grind that we own and what we doing, and the people see that we really grinding. You know, it just take real to recognize real. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Absolutely.
you know, the people that's laughing and talking and got jokes and shit, they ain't really doing nothing.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Of
Like,
course
they
not.
not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, it takes a strong person to keep on grinding and keep on doing what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I always tell you, don't get deterred from nothing that you doing, because that's just like me. If I stop doing what I'm doing today and try to pick it back up next week, it's not gonna work. I done
No.
lost everything I done worked for because I wanted to stop for that week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to keep on going. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's I be in a whole lot of riff raff, blah blah, and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
when, like you say, when it actually pop, it's gonna pop. Like, I'm not worried about who fucking with me or who not fucking with me right now, because I know when I pop, them same motherfuckers ain't fucking with me. They gonna be running to me. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I get it, you know what I'm saying? But I just wish everybody else had that same kind of mindset, because if everybody had that same mindset, we'll be, like I say, much better as people. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? We'll be,
Yeah.
we'll be good.
Oh, absolutely. And it's just crazy because, I've been just doing like my spiritual journey and stuff like that, because I always like search for knowledge and pass it on. So, and it just makes sense that we was the indigenous people, because we friendly with everybody else but each other. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy,
That's,
man.
that's that's what people don't understand, is that like they give us clues like in these TV shows and these movies and stuff like that. Because I told people that the movie Avatar was about us, and then they laughed, and I was like, well, I already told y'all, but it's just really right there in our own very eyes. James Cameron telling everybody what they did to us. And we had several black communities. We had several Black Wall Streets and stuff like that they don't tell you about because they want us to stay dependent. They want us to stay defeated, beaten, turning on each other. You know, we are capable of building our own, and we have, but
Most definitely. Most definitely.
it's just that we rely on everybody else instead of relying on each other. Like it's like the spell is so strong, dog, to the point that we don't even realize that we under one.
And that's crazy. And that's crazy. That's crazy.
And that's why, like, I really took this 1804 show and put it into a movement. I didn't want it to name it after myself because I wanted all of us to be a part of it. And just my flag is stamped on every region of the country. And I was having this conversation with one of my coworkers today because she was just like, you know, how does it feel to be talking to Tupac's brother? How does it feel to talk to Urban Mystic? Like, these some major guys. And I just tell her, like, you know, it was God. I didn't do nothing. That was God. It was meant to be. Regardless of how people saw it or how people viewed it, like, it was just me staying persistent and letting people know, like, I have a portfolio, I have a resume, you know, check out my channel and this and that. So they're like, oh, snap, you serious? So
And what's that other guy that you had on your show? What's it? I don't know if he Chinese, Indian, the little cat from that used to rap back in the day.
South Star, yeah.
South Star. Yeah, you had him too, you know what I'm saying?
That was a good one right there.
Yeah, but you know, you just working, bro, and that's what happens when you work. You know what I'm saying? If you wasn't working and putting yourself out there, who really gonna know about you if you're not working and putting yourself out there? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So like I say, it's good that you're doing what you're doing. Keep doing it. Don't stop doing what you're doing. You feel me?
Oh, I can't, man.
Yeah, you gotta, because like I say, man, just that one, you could be this far away from making it, but when you stop, now you this far. Now you got to start back all over. Now you this far. You see what I'm saying?
Oh my God! And I ain't trying to get like that.
Yeah, for real.
And I just be explaining that to my friends and to my family as well, because everybody be like, man, how you get sleep? How you relax? And this, I'm like, I relaxed for too long. I relaxed for years. Like, now, shoot, the ball is in my court, and I'm trying to win championships over here. And that's the thing. Like, people are so used to one thing. You know, they used to something easy, and nothing happens overnight. Because if Scarface would have been 5 minutes, all you would have saw was Tony Montana working at the restaurant, busting dishes, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what I love about that movie, because it gave you, like, the origin. It gave you to the peasant, the illegal, to the kingpin, to the boss, to the gangster. He wasn't that, like, in the first movie, the first like few scenes, but he had to work his way up to that. And I wanted to wait my turn, man. You know, and I realized that people ain't gonna like get me at first, but then the story is remarkable.
Oh yeah.
And we all have a story to us.
Most definitely.
Cause you know, cause you didn't get to where you was overnight as well.
At all, and still got a long way to go.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Still got a long way to go.
Absolutely, man, and like I said, dog, like it's just people like you and stuff. Cause for y'all don't know, I met this man when I was 19 years old. So just to know you from 19 to 35, dog, that's a blessing, cause it's not many people that can say that they still cool with their day ones, or they still cool with people from the past, and able to see their elevation and see their growth, you know. And that's what's up, man.
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, bro, I met you, like you said, when you was 19. So if you was 19, I was 21. You know what I'm saying? And like, relationships go a long way. That's why I always be on that don't burn your bridge. Because, like I say, we never know who we going to need. You got people that's millionaires, and they still need somebody like us for a certain particular thing.
Right.
It don't matter. Like, people think, oh, I got all this money, I don't need nobody. Nah, it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? You always gonna need somebody no matter what you doing. You feel me? No
Absolutely.
matter who you is. Look, Master P, Jay-Z,
Hmm.
Beyonce, who else? Yo Gotti, Rick Ross. All them people I just named, they got bread, but guess what? They got people like us that's around because they still need us for something.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Basketball players, NFL players, soccer players, baseball players. You
Hmm.
feel me? That's just what it is. You know what I mean? They all need somebody, so you could never be so far ahead of yourself to where you think you don't need nobody. You
Oh
feel me?
man, that's the biggest misconception ever. I still need a lot of people, and I never act like that. I'm Hollywood or big headed or anything like that, because I'm still a humble person, and I always want to remember how to be humble because it's easy to get trapped into your own myth, and then it's so easy to be trapped in other people's opinions. Because you still got to remember, like, I didn't start this journey or this goal for you. I started this for me.
Right.
Y'all just on the outside looking in, but this was grind. This was hard work. This was spend money, and this was losing sleep, sacrificing. I had to really change a lot of my bad habits and stuff like that
Most
because
definitely.
you can't win unless you don't sacrifice, right?
Nah, you got if you gonna sacrifice, sacrifice, bro, is huge, and that's what I had to start learning to do. Sacrifice, sacrifice is a big word. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And it got a lot of meanings to it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like I had my first kid when I was 17. I didn't understand sacrifice then. I
Hmm.
still thought I could go bullshit and go play, go do what I wanted to do and study, not knowing
Hmm.
that I'm a father now.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So, sacrifices come in all shapes and sizes. You got to sacrifice for your family. You got to sacrifice for your kids. I got to sacrifice for the bank boys. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
it's like, when you got sacrifice, like I say, man, sacrifice come in. It's so many definitions to sacrifice.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. It's a lot of definitions to sacrifice. It's all about what you gonna sacrifice for. You feel me?
Yeah. And to be honest with you, man, like I really didn't realize what I needed to sacrifice until like my old ways or like my old habits, old friends that I was around. Like I just didn't want to be around that negativity. I didn't want to be around just people that was stagnated, that some thoughts that they have about themselves. They really don't want nothing more. They just pretty much um, convinced that this is what life is, and you have like a bigger vision of yourself and where you want to be, and you just be um, watching certain documentaries or certain interviews, and you just see how these rappers used to be, or just anybody used to be, and then they made it, and they was like, "Oh, I was just working at McDonald's, and then all of a sudden I just blew up," or "I went through this," or "I went through that, and then I made it." So that just give you like the sense of hope, because a lot of people are walking around here hopeless, man. Because if you wasn't hopeless, then you would be able to find a way out. Because it's all a matrix anyway. We all like in a puzzle, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's just the thing. Like it's just one of those codes that's I ain't gonna say is easy to crack, but it's just you gotta find out how to crack it, in your own way. That's just the game of life.
Yeah, man. You got to. It's like, life done threw me so many curveballs, bro. I tell you, man, like it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's all about how you deal with stuff.
Hmm.
Just like we was talking about that people with mental health. We're gonna talk about that for a second.
Oh, absolutely.
A lot of people don't know how to deal with certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Hmm.
said, I done been through enough, way over enough to where if I was probably had mental health, some type of mental illness,
Hmm.
I probably would have took myself out.
Yeah.
But you got to think about it. Like like I said, and y'all don't get me misconstrued when I say this,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like you gotta know how to basically control it. Like how people get mental help, how people get that mental illness and stuff like that. I don't know how they get it,
Mm-hmm.
but I know I done been through some of the same stuff they going through or done been through. But I never ever thought about committing suicide. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like the people and I hate it and I pray for them because I feel like them people they really need help. But if you feel like ain't nobody there to help you, then what you do? So I try to think how they thinking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you need somebody, like just say it could be just that one phone call. That one phone call could save somebody's life. That's why I always try to when somebody call me my people or whoever it may be, I always try to answer the phone because I don't know what's going on and I might have been that person. I might have been that person to save them from whatever what was about to happen or could happen. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Just by talking to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of it, man, is people, like we say, people laughing and joking, cracking jokes about them, not taking them seriously. They don't have nobody to talk to and stuff like that. So I think at some point, like we really gotta check, kind of check ourselves and just be like, cause like you say, I'm no bigger or better than nobody. Nobody on this earth. I don't give a fuck if like I say, if I'm a millionaire, billionaire, whatever, I'm still no bigger than that person that's working at McDonald's.
Right.
So that person at McDonald's might need that extra ear, you know what I'm saying, or that mouth that's talking to them,
Mm-hmm.
and you know what I'm saying, and they could be like, damn, just by me talking to him, I don't even feel how I feel no more. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of saved me because he gave me some input on stuff. Just like me, a lot of people give me input on stuff, bro. Like I be frustrated. I be frustrated all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just when you talk to people and you let them know your frustrations, and sometimes people can relate to that, and sometimes they can encourage you by what they telling you because they already know what you're going through. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I definitely feel like people that's mentally ill and going through that mental health stage, they need to talk to somebody. Like sometimes people, well, I ain't got time to just be sitting there talking. Nah, man, it's best to sit there and talk to them because you could save that person's life. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And also, man, it's just we make it seem like it's taboo to ask for help, and there's nothing to be ashamed about when you ask for help. Sure, we all need to help each other and reach out, and I would not be here today if I didn't ask for help. Cause when I was going through like my PTSD and shit, man, um, it was just like scary. Cause everybody who was out on the outside looking in, it was like, "You all right?" And I was like, "What you mean?" It was like, "Man, you be at work, man. You don't talk to nobody for like 6 hours and shit." And I would not even know I would be in my head that long, and just try to like, just just try to replenish any type of memory that I had. Just losing my brother, my dad, and my grandmothers and stuff like that. It was just really taking a toll on me, and not being able to sleep, not being able to function, thinking everybody was against me, man. And it was so crazy at that time because I just always kind of saw myself just dealing with things by myself, and it got to the point where I couldn't take it anymore. I kind of felt like I was just in a cell or just doing a bid or something like that. I was in a mental prison, and that's the thing that people don't understand is that you don't gotta be in jail to be doing time.
Nah, for real. Nah,
That
for
shit
real.
crazy.
For real. Hey, for real, man.
But at the end of the day, man, I really learned so much during that period because it allowed me to see who was really for me and who was really against me. And you never know until you actually in that position where you just feel like you just about to go off, you about to just give up, and the most people that you least expected like will come and rescue you. God always rescue us, but You know, he can't come to us and himself, but he bring people
Yeah,
to
most
do it for
definitely.
him. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, you're right though, and we just have to just be honest and stuff like that, and deprogram ourselves with us being men. Like it's okay to cry, it's okay to ask for help. I ain't saying just do it with a stranger, but we all have somebody that we can go to and that we can talk to who will listen without no judgment. Because I have a few people like that myself. Even though a lot of people know me, it's only a few people that I will tell my secrets to.
Yeah, man, you
So
can't. Yeah, you really can't. You know, because like I say, man, in this world we living in today, everything is social media.
yeah,
Everybody wanna run and get on social media. You see somebody fighting outside. You see somebody arguing. Everybody wanna go live
yeah,
and everybody. You see a dead body outside. Everybody wanna go live. It's a dead body. You see the police beating up on somebody or whooping up on somebody. The police got somebody pulled over. Everything is social media now, bro. Everything is social media. I never ever knew in my lifetime from me growing up to now that this where we'll be at in life.
man, me
You,
either.
you know what I'm saying?
Me
Everything is
either.
social media. Like it's so crazy, bro. Like it's real crazy, man. And I just like I say, man, I just be hoping the best for people. But at the same time, like they say, if we don't get up off our ass and make nothing happen, it's not gonna happen. You know
Facts.
what I'm saying? Nobody gonna know about the 1804 show
Hmm.
if you ain't putting it out there.
Yeah,
Nobody gonna know about the bank boys if we ain't putting it out there.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? If we ain't working, if we ain't study throwing it in people's face, because like I say, it only take a snap of a finger to make something shake. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It can happen just like that, and sometimes the grind might take longer. But with us having this social media thing today, this social media platform, things normally take off in a good length of time. It seemed like it took a long time, but it really didn't take a long time. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, and that's the pros and cons about it. Now the pros is, you know, you able to create content, you able to like report, you able to announce, and you able to network, you able to, you know, hopefully to get celebrities, you know, to follow you or just to have like one of y'all videos be like on a search column
Yeah,
and stuff and be like in the main category and they be like, oh, who is this? And then they be like, oh, okay, you know, let me follow them, let me keep my eye on them. That's the pros of it. But the cons is that you have people with all these egos, and you got people um being something that they're not. They being a character. They being a movie, a cartoon, and this and that, and just snitching on themselves and stuff like that. Putting their business out there, um, doing all these character assassinations on people, and then people will like go and believe them because they popular or they have some type of influence. And that's the thing I don't like. I don't abuse social media. I use social media to work. I use social media to um, expand. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
If you're not first of all, if you're not monetized by now, then what's the point of you being messy in the first place? You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? If you ain't trying to get some money, you know what I'm saying? I have to really put a lot of people on the monetization and stuff.
But you know what's so crazy about it though? You know what's so crazy about social media?
Hmm.
We doing the honest work thing trying to get it.
Yeah,
But we can go post somebody fighting, getting their ass beat,
yeah.
and have so many fucking views off of
Oh
it.
my
You
God,
know what I'm
man.
saying? We could post some bullshit
Yeah, and we would get on.
and get on.
Yeah,
But when we working and posting the shit that we supposed to post, it's like they just look at it and then they just fade away. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So it's that's what I say. It's just crazy how social media work these days. I actually did. It was this chick that was posting. I think she was like a poetry type person.
uh huh.
Hardly no views or nothing on her shit.
Right, right.
Soon as she posted a motherfucking baby mama and baby daddy getting into it, her shit blew through the roof.
Yeah, and And that's negative, you know. And I don't want to go that negative route, man, because I have so many stories that I would have been blew up because I have so many stories, but I really wanted to stick to just my mental health thing, my theme, and my history thing. My history thing is really taking off, man. My history, the stuff that I'll be talking about, because I try to just talk about things that we wasn't taught in school. Even the stuff that we was taught in school, it was like lies and holes in it. So I always try to just um, educate, especially like the youth and everything, because I be having a lot of teenagers on my YouTube and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that, and I don't want to pretty much how can I say this, correlate negativity with my brand. I don't want my brand tainted.
Yeah, and
You
that's
know.
just like how I feel about people lying to their kids about Santa Claus.
Yeah.
I feel like, man, tell them kids the truth.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't make no sense for us to study be lying to our kids about Santa Claus when we know that we is the Santa Claus.
Mhm.
You know, my 6 year old, she know about Christmas, but she also know who the real Santa Claus is.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no, like my brother had made a video about, ain't no motherfucking white fat man with no big beard coming down my motherfucking chimney. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm the Santa Claus. You know what I'm saying? So I think we need to start telling the truth more than, because we've been blindfolded for so long with bullshit. You feel me?
Right.
Like we've been listening to motherfuckers, people talk about different shit that keep us, with the thing over our eyes. Like what the people go to sleep and they put that shit over their face. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's time to take that. It's time to take that off so you can see the real light. You know what I'm saying? So I always try to keep it 1,000. Like
Mhm.
I don't even say 100 because 100 ain't enough. You could be 100 and still be on some fake shit. You
Oh,
know what I'm
absolutely.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Even a fake motherfucker speaks some real shit. You know. And that's why I always, try to live by what I speak about, and a lot of stuff that I have done in my past. I can only speak on my experiences. I can't speak on everybody else's experience.
Right.
But even when I'm wrong, I can admit when I'm wrong. But a lot of people would just go to their graves with that. And you got to confess that to God. I'm not saying and confess it to the world, but God. God will never judge or forsake you or leave you.
Because he know what's going on no
Yeah,
matter what. We can lie to each other. We can lie to other people, but he know what's going on for sure.
absolutely. And
You know what I'm saying? He know what's going on for sure, for sure.
but yeah, bro, I've been just really been reading just stuff like that, and just really been trying to get into my native stuff and figure out the tribes and stuff. Me and my cousin been looking up our family history, and when you find out where you come from, man, you be careful with how you spread your seed, who you smashing, what you doing, and stuff like that. Because I found out, like my grandfather, my mom's father, was in World War II, and he was a cook. So I've been cooking majority of my life and didn't know where the fuck that came from until I found out. I was like, damn, granddad was a cook. Like they didn't even know this.
Right.
My mama didn't know this, and she was like, "How you found that out?" I was like, "Oh, I looked up our family record." She was like, "Oh, like that's too much and stuff like that." But it's just when you find stuff out like that, what I'm saying, you just sit back and really realize like how important his legacy is. Like, because I know for sure that you want your great grandchildren to know what kind of man you were, and a lot of us don't even know where we came from. We don't even know where or what plantation our family came from,
Right.
and those things are important because you really need to know. Because nobody has suffered more than the Black American on this face of the earth, man. Because everybody know where they came from. Everybody got lineage. Everybody got I would say like hand me downs. They got inheritance and stuff like that. But us, man, we came from, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say that all of us came from slavery because all of us weren't slaves.
Right.
A lot of us own slaves too.
Right.
But that's the thing they don't tell us about, you know what I'm saying? And instead of the reparations, I feel like shit, we can get that shit now. As far as by supporting each other. By you know what I'm saying, putting our monies and our dollars into our own businesses. Cause that's how Black Wall Street got created in Tulsa. It was because of the fact that they all struck oil, because they got kicked out of their original place, and that's where Greenfield was built because they had an oil over there
Right.
on the north side. But everybody don't know about that, and I've been, you know, really studying about that. But I just feel like, you know, once we sit around and wait for our oppressors to compensate us, we're gonna be waiting a long ass time. We've been waiting,
Man.
more than 100 years. It shouldn't have took more than 100 years to still be in the same spot. And while we was separated, we was well off. A lot of people don't know that. Like, we was segregated because we had each other. We had to depend on each other. We helped each other. And now, you know what I'm saying, it was just all economic plan for us to integrate and stuff. And I just really want for everybody to know where they come from and how strong we are, how smart we are, because it's just the ignorance is really in the forefront, and a
At an
lot of us,
all-time high.
yeah, oh, absolutely,
Ignorance is at an all-time high. You know what I'm saying? That's what I say, man. Like, you know, like I say, with what we doing, that's why we got to do what we doing.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because the next person, your next door neighbor ain't gonna believe in what you doing.
no,
Your brother or sister might not believe in what you doing. You know what I'm saying? So,
right,
you know, you got to just do what you doing. Like, I'm to the point now, like, I don't look for, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm going to just say, I don't look for people to praise me. Like, oh, you
yeah,
doing a good job, or you doing a bad job, or whatever. I just do it. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like Nike, because, you know, like I say, only you know what you trying to get to.
mm-hmm,
Everybody else don't know. Like I say, you know, you got people that might laugh, talk shit, or they ain't gonna do nothing. Man, them niggas just bank boys. Them niggas just rapping. Man, them niggas ain't. They whack as hell. You know what I'm saying?
right,
And I'm pretty sure motherfuckers done said it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But they said about everybody.
yeah,
But they don't know that the bank boys grinding.
yeah,
Like, they really grinding. Like I say, it ain't them boys. It's finna be 2 years. It'll be 2 years next month that them boys been out, and I have never ever seen somebody move so fast. Like I said, 2 years is a long time, but
yeah,
it don't seem like it. It just seemed like it was yesterday. But for them to be where they at today, then from where they was then, is major to me anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got big platforms and all of that be posting in them. You got people that's in the game that's got a name be liking and, you know,
yeah,
showing love. You know what I'm saying? And then you got some motherfuckers that's in the game that know about them but don't show love, which we can't worry about that because that's just how the game go. It's like, I was reading a post and the person was like, stop crying and don't be looking for handouts and shit. You know what I'm saying? Which he was right
yeah,
in a sense, but then too, in a sense, you got to help somebody.
yeah,
Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be fake. Like, oh, I know that you good at what you do, so I'm not gonna give you a chance because I feel like you gonna go up over me.
right,
That's the goal. If it happened,
yeah,
you supposed to want to elevate. You don't. I don't want nobody that's I'm up here and they down here.
yeah,
You see what I'm saying? I want everybody to elevate.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't like that. A lot of people, just like with the bank boys, and I'm going to say it, I know a lot of people going to be mad, but a lot of niggas scared to fuck with them that's on because they scared that they going to pass them.
yeah,
Which, if you smart and you thinking and you a businessman, man, let me grab these young niggas and, you know what I'm saying? You still going to make money.
yeah,
So if they pass you or not, you still gonna make money. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
people don't look at it that way. So why would I stay in my arrogance and not want to put the next person on that I know working? Like I'm saying, we ain't talking about nobody that do this shit today and then tomorrow they doing something else.
yeah,
These boys actually work every day.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Every day, nonstop. You know what I'm saying? Like, they take their little breaks or whatever, but they study working. So that's what a person, if I'm Jay-Z, that's what I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? So if Jay-Z see them, why wouldn't he want to give them a shot and elevate them? You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? But us as our own kind, we tend to, like I say, be haters and
yeah,
jealous and, like I say, scared that they going to outdo you, which is crazy as hell to me.
man.
Because you still going to make paper. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still going to get your due. You still going to get your credit and all of that. So why not help the next one? It don't matter if they up and coming or not. I know a lot of up and coming people that I see working every day, and I be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Only if I could get them an opportunity. But I ain't in a position to get them an opportunity. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But if I was, I would because I see them working.
right.
But if I didn't see them working, then I wouldn't want to give them an opportunity. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So when you got people that's working, you should want to help them elevate to the next level because it's different when you get it out the mud and nobody help you. You know what I'm saying? Now it's a whole different level when you get to that point.
oh
You
man,
see what I'm
you ain't
saying?
lying.
It's a
Cause
it's a whole nother story now. Now I don't even need your money. I don't need your future. I don't need none of that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But you can come pay us for a future. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah,
But before, when you seen me grinding and trying to get up out the mud, you seen me, you continuously seen me, but didn't even want to reach a hand. And I ain't saying that nobody's obligated to do nothing for us, but
yeah,
I'm just speaking on the fact how it should be.
yeah,
You feel me?
yeah. That's true. Cause, um, for example, I'm gonna just use me as an example. Um, well, the 1804 show existed. It just wasn't established yet. Cause I always was able to express myself and this and that. But I learned a lot of stuff along the way. And then I also would watch like old school talk shows and see how they conduct their shows and stuff. And it's just amazing knowing that I got this far without an executive producer, a wardrobe designer, a writer, and this and that. I do all this by myself, man, and I'm successful at it. And I got to the point where people was coming up to me, asking me how to start a podcast, and I would tell them, like, really, like, I'm flattered that you would ask me, and they like, oh, you know what you're doing, and this and that. Like, you sure? I just because a lot
Yeah.
of times I just be, just speaking from the heart. You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's real.
Yeah,
That's how it's supposed to be. Like, don't get on here and what they call it, fabricate
yeah,
and make up shit. It's real. Real always gonna outweigh the fabrication. You know what I'm saying? The authentic. You got to be authentic with what you're doing. You feel me? And my brother always taught me that. He like, man, you got to be authentic with it. Like, you can't. That's what I say. It just comes. It ain't like we ain't writing no motherfucking script. I didn't come in here with no script to read, and you
yeah,
didn't ask me. You know what I'm saying? We chopping it up, but we chopping it up
absolutely.
about real shit.
Yeah,
And people with that same mentality, they will get it. But again, like I say, you got them knuckleheads that just think everything a joke.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So yeah, man, everything is based off when it's real and pure, you can't lose.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't. You just can't.
It's crazy, man. Because what gave me confirmation was the few death threats that I got from people, and it was so cool because I was like, damn, like y'all took time out your day to threaten my life, and that never happened. But that's when I knew that I was right where I needed to be, because you always gonna have people try to stagnate you or try to get you to fall off your square. But at the end of the day, man, it's all about just going after what makes you happy. And I tell people who have doubts and this and that, or don't have the faith in themselves, and like the worst thing that can happen is you not starting. The hardest thing is to start. And then when you get there and stuff like that, because I don't see no finish line, because then I would be comfortable.
Yeah, ain't no finish line.
Hell no, that don't exist.
Ain't no finish line. You gotta keep climbing that ladder. You gotta keep going and going and going and going. Like I say, it's always what they say is more than one way to skin a cat.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So why would you get, just like I say, your show, you get 1 million followers, 1 million viewers. Why not go for 2?
Yeah.
Once you get 2, why not go for 3?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the same here. We got a little following, but it could be better, like I say, but we got more people that know what's going on that don't support than people that do know what's going on that support.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, but like I say, we can't dwell on who rocking with us or who not rocking with us. We just got to keep doing us because it's gonna come a time where them same people that's looking over you gonna be looking right at you. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna come to you. They gonna come at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna give you an example. Like, who that was, man? It was some song that I couldn't stand it at first. I can't think of the song right now. It was just some song, man. I was just like, man, why is they study playing this song? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I hate this song. And then one day I heard it, and it was my song from that day till so on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hate when that happens.
Yeah. So you know, it's like sometimes you just gotta keep putting it in people's face in order to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, it don't matter. You gonna get talked about, of course.
Yeah.
But it's like I say, the world we living in today, you get more popular off the negativity than the positive.
Yeah.
You feel me? So if you got, say, 1,000 people that like you, but 10,000 people that hate you, so you gonna gain way more traction off of them 10,000 people that's being negative than you is off them 1,000 that's being positive. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I say, social media it's a whole nother thing now. So, like I say, negativity is sales. All types of things it do, man. It's just like I say, we can sit here like now and talk about what we talking about. No fans or nothing. But let me go out there and hear somebody arguing with their baby daddy or their baby mama or something and go live with that. Watch how that pop. You see what I'm saying? And that's what's so crazy.
And I think that we play a huge role in that too, because we don't like to hold ourselves accountable. Because I just think that not all of us, but a majority of us, you know, cry victim. You know, we have this victimhood mentality, and I just want all of us to just, you know, have the understanding, like the person who's shooting up the block isn't white, or the person that's hating on me isn't white. It's my brother.
Nah.
Or, for example, and don't hate me, sisters, but the woman who calling the police and fabricating the story, trying to get me arrested on domestic violence, she ain't white.
Yeah, of
You
course.
know what I'm saying? So it's just like a lot of us don't call it out because we scared of being canceled these days, and that's what the social media thing about is canceling.
And me, I don't give a fuck about being canceled.
Hell no.
That's why I'm blocked on Facebook right now because I speak the truth.
Hell yeah.
And sometimes the truth just it piss people off.
Oh, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? I spoke the truth on Facebook. Now I'm blocked. That's why I'm on Instagram. I don't even go live on Instagram.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, man, it's always our own people that's hating and jealous, and that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How could you show so much love to your own kind, but get so much hate back from your own kind?
Man, that's really hard to really just think about, because I always been about just shopping black, supporting black. I bought so many of my friends' clothes or food or this and that.
Now let me ask you something. You say you bought so many of your friends clothes, shoes, and etc.
Yeah.
Now, how many of your friends and people that's still doing that now? They started it, but how many of them that's still doing it now?
I pretty much could say like 5 people.
Cause see, you know, sometimes it be like I said, even with me, I done started a lot of shit and didn't finish it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, they start something but they don't finish it.
Yeah.
So now, you know what I'm saying? It's like if you start it, you gotta finish it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you gotta finish this shit. Don't start nothing and don't finish it. Like I tell my homeboy with his clothing line, keep pushing it. Go to these events, like give away shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta give away shit just in order to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, to promote.
Yeah, to promote. Like
Yeah.
give it away. It ain't about me paying $20 for this T-shirt or nothing, or just like this T-shirt. A motherfucker had this T-shirt right now, and I wouldn't think nothing about it tomorrow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that person gonna remember, damn, this dude gave me a free shirt.
Yeah.
And then when they see us again, even if it is a price on, they be like, man, I got one of them. Let me buy this. How much that is?
Yeah.
So you gotta, sometimes you gotta give. Well, they say it's better to give than receive anyway.
Absolutely.
But sometimes you gotta, when you in that market, you gotta give away. You basically gotta take a L for a long time in order to get that dub. You feel what I'm saying?
And all it takes is one dub.
That's it.
Man.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't understand it. Like then I also had a partner that was doing something. Oh no, man, I'm selling my shit. I ain't giving away nothing. I was like, bro, well, guess what? That's why you ain't selling shit today.
Right.
That's why you ain't selling nothing today. You feel what I'm saying? Because your attitude and you as a person don't mix. When you in a business that we in, you can't, like, you could be cocky and arrogant. I'm cocky and arrogant, but I'm not cocky and arrogant to the point where it's fuck you. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, you still got to do what you got to do in order to get the people. And when you get them people, you still got to do what you got to do to keep them people.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, man. And we block our blessings like that too. Not knowing when and when not to do it. So we just got to have the understanding that in order to get to where we want to be, you know, we have to bite our tongue a little bit. We have to, you know, all of it's chess. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's chess moves.
It's chess, not checkers.
Yeah, look,
it's chess, not
so
checkers.
some people playing Connect Four, but we ain't gonna say nothing.
Man, exactly. So
You know, but like I said, man, I learned so much on this journey, and one of the things I learned so much about it was humility. It's just having just a sense of like, wow, like I'm so grateful that I did something for myself and that I own this. It's just in my name. Nobody can tell me how to do it, how to run it, how to have my logos and this and that.
exactly.
Because when you put so much money into yourself, man, you ain't gonna let nobody play with you.
And it feel good that
Hell
you're doing
yeah.
it yourself.
Yes.
It feel
Do
good,
for
you know what I'm
self.
saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, and that's the same with us, with the bank boys.
Yeah.
Man, ain't no money coming from nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? That's all us.
Right.
So if them boys blow tomorrow, can't nobody come back and be like, oh, well, I gave them $10 on this, or I gave them $100 on. You can't nobody say that.
Right.
And which that's the good thing about it. But like I say, it's a bad thing too, because like I say, we not asking nobody to do nothing. But my thing is, like I say, if you in a position to help somebody and you already up there, because as rappers don't last long.
No.
Well, you see the rap game.
Yeah.
And then you also see some rappers that keep it real, they come back and get niggas that's coming up to keep they self relevant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to keep yourself relevant, but some of them be so arrogant that they just don't see it. You know what I'm saying? And when they do see it, it's too late.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't wait till it's too late. You gotta do it while you hot, cause you only hot for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
After that 5 minutes over, with you cold, and once you cold, it's over.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I always tell people, man, you can't be arrogant, you can't be cocky, especially when you in what we into.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You could be arrogant and cocky, but you can't be arrogant and cocky to the point where it turned people away from you. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Cause it's not gonna never work. Like I just told you, I had a partner that one of my partners that sell clothes. I told him, man, I say, you got to go to some of these events. Like, just say if you might have Cash Doll doing a show, you might got Boosie or whoever, get them a shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna remember that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I'm like, if they happen to see you down the line, they gonna want to shop with you again. But this time they gonna pay for it because they like, man, this nigga gave me a shirt just on GP. Then, like I say, you got them ones that, oh, I ain't giving away shit. I'm selling this. You know what I'm saying, man? You know how many. And then, like I say, I learned a lot of game from my big bro, man. Like, he done taught me so much. Like, to be real, that's why I'm kind of where I'm at today as for this business-wise.
Yeah.
I know you got to give. You know what I'm saying? It ain't always about receiving. It's more about giving, because who knows? Like, I'd be like, man, I done did this. Just like, I say, like a homeless person. If I'm in my truck and I'm always seeing these homeless people on the side of the street, I'm like, sometimes I'll be like, damn, I ain't got no money to give them today. I ain't got no cash on me. But then sometimes also I might have, say, $20 in my book bag, because I normally carry like 20 in cash on me, just petty cash just to do run. And I see this man out there standing in the cold or something, and I call him to the truck, hey man, here you go, even if it's $5 or whatever.
Yeah.
Sometimes they might get the whole thing. It's just depending on that day. Like if I see two of them, y'all split this. But if I see one of them, I might be here, man. Here go $5. Go, do. And like I said, like people always ask me, like, what would you do? Just like what that was the Mega Million, like 1.3.
Yeah.
If I ever got money like that, bro, I'm building something for the homeless. Like I say, it's like everybody be, well, the homeless people could get down on you. Yeah, they could. That's true. They can.
Yeah.
But in a sense, I always say I want to build like, or buy some apartment buildings just so they could stay. Give them a year to get on their feet.
Yeah.
Where they ain't you look. Y'all can stay here for a whole year, but in that year's time, you got to be looking to better yourself. I'm not gonna just let you stay here just to be staying here because it's free.
Yeah.
No, in that year time, I'm gonna let you stay here for a whole year rent free. I might bring some food by every now and then, but like that's on you to eat or whatever. But I'm still gonna help. My biggest thing is helping.
Yeah.
So for you to have somewhere to lay your head at, and somewhere that you can get up and go out and get yourself together. A lot of people don't think like that, but I always thought like that. I was like, what if I just get super rich? But that's what I do, bro. That's one of my goals, is to help the homeless people, help the needy, help the people that really need it. Of course, there's gonna be some people that act like they need something and ain't gonna need it. But what they don't know is I do thorough background checks. If I don't, like, it's like probably 3 dudes in the city that I always see on the corner, so I know they homeless.
Yeah.
You not gonna just come to me if I ain't never seen you on the corner. So you know what I'm saying. So it's
Right.
so I know these people are homeless. So if another person come and be like, well, I need somewhere to stay, till I get myself together. But little we know, shit, they could be going down to the Motor City, MGM, gambling every day. That's not the people that I'm trying to help.
Right.
The people I'm trying to help is the people that really need my help.
Yeah.
So I always said, if I got in a position, that's what I'm gonna do, bro, and I'm gonna stick to that. Like I said, because everybody needs some type of help, and me personally, I hate seeing people homeless. It don't matter if you're black, white, pink, purple. I hate seeing people struggle, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's my biggest thing. Like, and like they say, sometimes your heart gonna get you killed. Nah, if it get me killed or I die by, at least I die by something good. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's real. That's how I operate. Cause I don't ever look at the consequences, especially when I'm doing something good. I don't look at the consequences of that. I look at why I'm doing it and what I'm doing it for and who I'm doing it for. Because I got crossed so many times by people that I had helped, man. And I didn't want to just share it, my grievances over the net, because it ain't nobody business. I just take it and charge it to the game. But deep down, my blessings coming,
Oh yeah, most definitely.
because I didn't have no bad intentions. I had good intentions. No hidden agendas, no interior motives. It came from the heart. So he can't finesse or something or finesse somebody who's good hearted or kind hearted. So
Yeah, real talk, bro.
yeah, and we just all need to understand that. We all need to pretty much get our priorities straight, man. Just really realize what we on this earth for, because all this temporary. Be honest with you, but legacy is forever, man.
Yeah.
So it just we just need to get um, things back in order. I'm not saying that it's impossible, but it's gonna take some people longer than others. You know,
Most
so
definitely. It most definitely is, bro. And I feel you, bro, because it's like I say, man, people don't understand the what people go through. And like I say, I'm not no person to judge. You know what I'm saying? Pac said it best. Only God can judge you.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? But for some odd reason, we always getting judged.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
always and sentence.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've been sentenced to motherfucking life and without parole and to death row and stuff like that. I was convicted for a crime I didn't even commit a lot of times,
Man.
but I saw vindication, man. I was vindicated so many times because of my character, and then just my will not to give up on myself and have just a whole lot of tally marks, man. But it just also you just be thinking, and it's good to think. People call it overthinking. I rather overthink to not think, motherfucker. You know, so yeah, man. You just really um think about that second chance and think about just that. Um, like I know I hit an era now, but just let me get back to where I was, and not just where I was, but just give me another position or give me another play, and I can make this work. And that's what I did. And to be honest with you, man, I would really wish I could have started this like years ago. Well, I was still in my 20s, but
It wasn't your time.
yeah,
It wasn't time for you to do that at that point in time. And I had to learn that too, because I always say the same thing you just said. Man, maybe if I would have did this some years ago, I'll be at a better place or a bigger spot. But God wasn't ready for you to do that right then and there. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah,
He had other things, like I say, bro. Like they always tell me, the old people always say, he give his battles to his strongest soldiers.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you ain't ever been through nothing, how you gonna appreciate it? If he would have gave it to you back then, you wouldn't appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But he giving it to you now, where you got more knowledge and you understand and you know what you need to do.
yeah,
So, and the same thing with me. He not gonna give me nothing, cause I'm sure back then I definitely wouldn't have appreciated it. You know what I'm saying? But now I appreciate it. You see what I'm saying? So, like I say, don't never feel like you whatever you wanted to do or you should have did back then. Always look at it like it wasn't my time back then, cause that's gonna make you not suffer from what you thinking you should have did. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just like I say, damn, if I would have got cause man, my ex girl used to always tell me when in my 20s, I think I was like 22, like a year after I met you, she was like, go get your CDL. Man, I didn't get my fucking CDL till last year.
wow,
You know what I'm saying? And I said exactly what you said. I said, man, if I would have listened to her and did this shit in my 20s, bro, I have over 10 years in the game. But God wasn't ready for me to do that back then.
right,
He had to take me through some more trials and tribulations to get to this point. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? So he gave it to me when he knew I was ready to do it.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say we can never feel like we did something wrong or we could have did this. If we didn't do it then, he wasn't ready for us to do it. You know what I'm saying?
man, that's a whole. Ooh, that's a whole word right there, dog.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I had to think like that, and I had to come. But also I got that from a OG. A OG told me that because I exactly what you just said, and I done said the same thing. They say, man, you know what? Don't feel like that, or don't dwell on what you think you should have did back then because you wasn't ready for it back then.
Yeah.
God wasn't ready for you to have that back then.
Yeah.
He wanted you to get a little bit more knowledge where you can, like you say, appreciate what you're doing now. And by you appreciating, because like I say, you probably wouldn't have appreciated the 1804 show 10 years ago
No.
like you do now. It
Hell
probably would have
no.
been a big game to you.
Oh,
Probably, you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? But see, like now, you understand and you know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like you understand what you're trying to go forward to, and you're not playing with it. So that's why you continue to do it. You know what I'm saying? So like every day, bro, I always see it, and you always talk some shit that I be like, damn. Like I don't even say nothing. I just listen to you talk, and I be like, damn, bro, saying some real shit.
I do my best, man.
And you actually giving me knowledge. You be giving me knowledge. Like I say, bro, everybody, I don't know everything.
Okay.
I could live to be 100. I'm still not gonna know everything. It's still gonna be something that I don't know. You know, so you always gotta learn from people. Like you say,
Yeah.
you open up the book and read it. So you know where we come from. You know what's going on and whatnot, this and that. So like I say, bro, it's not what we should have did back then. You know what I'm saying? Because I definitely feel like I should have been did that back then. But
Yeah.
like I say, God wasn't ready for that then. He knew I wasn't ready for it. I ain't gonna say God wasn't ready for it. He knew that I wasn't ready for it.
Yeah.
So that's why he didn't give it to me right then and there. You feel me?
Absolutely. Yeah, man, and I'm just trying to be that butterfly because I was a caterpillar for so long. If that makes any sense.
Oh, it makes a lot of sense.
And when I found out about like that analogy, it's not always one caterpillar following the cocoon. I would say it's like a dozen of caterpillars, but that one caterpillar outrace and outbeat everybody, and to get into that cocoon. So success is the best revenge.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Always, and just to see everybody who bestowed you, who try to harm you, try to take you out physically, mentally, emotionally, and just to see you a success, it's priceless.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's real priceless.
Because a lot of people didn't see this coming, man, and I
They-
love it, bro.
Yeah, like people,
love
but that goes to say where people don't see your vision. Like they not gonna see your vision. That's just like with the bank boys. I'm gonna tell you, I had no idea that them boys was gonna be where they at today. I'm thinking like, man, maybe like not saying that I didn't believe in them. I'm not saying that I didn't believe in them, but what I'm saying is I didn't believe that they'll be kind of popping this fast. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, them boys popping in a year and a half, and I was doing my thing for shit about 10 years, and I ain't even get this much traction. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I didn't have the right people around me to show me and coach me on, you know, my bro and them, they told me about stuff, but like he also told me, he said he let me put my foot in the water so I could really see how it is. So
Yeah.
that basically got me prepared for where I'm at right now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you know what I'm saying, if you understand what I'm saying, like just like your kid, you got your baby right here.
Yeah.
He know if he mess around and keep trying to come up off that bed and he know he ain't got no business coming off, you might let him fall a couple times.
Yeah.
Just so he can know, like,
Yeah.
and so it's gonna be a point where he get to that edge right there and look down like, no, I ain't doing that. I'm not finna fall no more. You know what I'm saying? So basically in that sort, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So sometimes you gotta bump your head in order to heal the wound.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, because I took a big loss with my first page and everything. If I didn't lose my first page, man, I ain't no telling where I would be. But that made me determined to revamp and to really to get the image of it, like just conquer it and everything like that. Cause it was just I had to really start over from scratch, and I was grateful that I did it because I already established it. So it wasn't hard to do. It was just you know, getting like those same followers, and then getting me some new followers. But this way around, like it made it even more pop. It made it even more big because a lot of people would have just been like, "Damn, fuck it," you know. I'm gonna go back to doing what I'm doing. Like, man, I got this tatted on me, bro. This ain't.
So it's real.
Yeah, it's real.
It's
Like,
real. When you get some talent,
man,
you
hell
get
yeah.
some wrote on you, bro. It's real.
You know, just like yours.
Yeah,
like,
it's
you
real.
know?
You know what I'm saying? Everything every tat I got on me means something, bro. I got the rose with my children initials, right? That means something. This is my mama name, and I always say the reason I got my mama name, like a lot of people tend to get their family members on them when they die. I don't want to wait till my people die to put them on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So everything means something, bro, and you wouldn't have got that on you if it didn't mean something. You know what I'm saying? I got the prayer hands over here. I got everybody that done passed, but that's what made me think of that too. I lost a son, my 3 brothers, my favorite cousin. You know what I'm saying? So it took them to pass for me to get this
Yeah.
when I should have been celebrating them while they was alive. You see what I'm saying?
Man.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like for real. You know what I
You ain't
mean?
lying.
Like I told you the first time around, bro, like that was the hardest shit that I feel like I ever had to battle was losing 3 brothers at the same time, bro. Like that shit there, bro. And I think like it made me a lot more stronger too. You know what I'm saying? But you know, just to think to lose 3 brothers at one time at the same time. And like I say, sometimes I feel empty, but I feel closure. And the closure is that they went out trying to save each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I kind of feel like good about it. Like, you know, if I could rewind, like I always say, just like we're gonna go back to what we were saying, if I could have did. I thought just that, man, maybe I should have just called them that day. But if I would have just called them for 1 second, maybe this wouldn't have happened. You know what I'm saying? But we can't
No.
we can't I can't feel like that, you know what I'm saying? Because who's to say? You know what I'm saying? I could have called him and it still could have happened.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's the thing grief does to us because grief will make us feel like we're superheroes or we got superpowers that we could have just like we could have like implemented ourselves into maybe things would have happened differently, but you know we can't prevent fate.
Yeah, and the
That's
same thing with
tough.
my son. I felt like what if I would have just stayed up a extra hour or 2 hours, you know what I'm saying? But again, I can't really dwell on if I would have stayed up an extra hour or 2 hours cuz his like they say, we got a born date and we got a death date. You know what I'm saying? What that is, we would never know until it happened, and we still ain't gonna know when it happened.
No.
But for the ones that's living, you know what I'm saying? We just gotta basically, bro. We just gotta live and do what live our best life while we here. Like I say, that's why I got all the drama people from around me, bro. Do you know? Since I stopped smoking weed, I don't got no friends. Like no friends like that. Like when I was smoking weed and partying and shit. Oh man, it was there. It probably would have been a whole gang came in here with me tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? But when you start doing different stuff and they see that they not own what you own, they kind of seem to fade away.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And we just talking about weed. Like, come on, bro, weed. Cause just cause I don't smoke weed no more, that we still can kick it and chop it up about real shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't smoke weed no more. And it's because I know where I'm trying to go. I can't lose out on something because of weed. I'm not finna let no fucking marijuana stop me from living my life.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And some people keep it as a hold on them. I say, yeah, I used to think that too. You know what I'm saying? I say, I used to feel like if I didn't smoke weed, because one thing about weed, it was like, I only I smoked weed because it kept me calm, it kept me neutral, and all of that. But I ain't smoked weed in about 6 months now, and I'm still practicing on the calmness and neutralness. So it's not something that I need. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing that I need. I save a whole lot of more money now.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I say, the only thing is I just don't got the same friends that I had when I was doing it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. You ain't lying about that, man. Cause like Like because I used to drink heavy, and I would just use it to go to sleep and stuff. Um, Before my birthday and shit, um, I was at least 6 months sober, and I was so proud of myself because it was just at a time where it was a lifestyle for me, and I didn't like how. Cause I did a lot of episodes drunk,
Yeah,
but it was just like I didn't like how it made me look. I kind of felt I actually felt stupid, what I'm saying, for the first time watching some of my episodes, and I was just like be sweating and slurring my words and stuff, and
yeah.
I was like, no, let me kick this, and it wasn't easy, but I just knew that I was bigger than that, I was better than that.
Man, bro, I'm telling you, man, it be some days I get frustrated and I'll be like, man, I just need to fire a blunt because I know it's gonna bring me back down. But that's the fight that we have to fight
Yeah,
in order to keep going. Like, nah, bro, I drink. I never was a drinker. Like, I'll drink. Like, I don't drink every day, but like every other weekend, occasionally or something, I drink me a half a pint or a pint. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Just to keep me. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Whatever.
yeah,
Yeah. What? However you want to say it. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't like it's something that I need. Because if
yeah,
I need it, it'll be every day.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So it's cool to do what you do, but like they say, do it. Don't let it do you.
yeah.
You feel me?
Absolutely.
You
We
know what
all
I'm
have a
saying?
vice.
Yeah.
We all have something to keep us level and grounded, especially in this crooked world that we live in. Because I just feel like it's impossible to be squeaky clean.
Yeah, it's very impossible. Bro, you gotta think. Just like I tell people, you got your corporate people, your CEOs, your vice presidents, and whoever it may be. Bro, I even know it's church people that smoke weed.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
church people that do cocaine. It's church people that pop pills. And they the most nicest people ever.
Yeah.
So we can't but that goes to what we was talking about only God can judge you. Man, when I was doing security at the dispensary, it was this man got out the car one morning. I was standing in the door, and he was on his way to church. But how he was dressed, I knew he was a preacher or either a deacon. But he had to come get that smoke before he went to church. I didn't judge him. That just let me know right there, it don't matter what you do, what your position is in life, or what people look up to you as. You're gonna do what you're gonna do. Cause guess what? If he wouldn't have never came to that dispensary, now the people at the church might not know just left and came to the dispensary before he came to the church. But it's not a bad thing. You know
No.
what I'm saying? It's like people like my grandma and them, my mom and them, they old school. Everything is dope. Nothing is weed ain't weed. Weed is dope. So
Yeah.
like I tell them, dope is like crack cocaine and powder and all of that shit. Weed is not dope.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
But to them, like I say, they old, they old fashioned, they
Yeah.
older and they stuck in their ways. So
Yeah.
no matter what you do, you're doing dope. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, it's just crazy. So I said that to say this. You can't judge people off of what they do, because if the pastor thought that it was wrong, he wouldn't have been in there. You feel what I'm saying?
Right?
If he thought smoking weed was wrong, he wouldn't have been in there. So what's wrong with smoking weed? Because you a pastor or a deacon or whatever. Just like me and my bro, we was having a conversation about Solomon, because we got a partner. He got 3 wives in real life. Like,
Damn.
he got 3 wives, and it ain't no drama. It ain't none of that. But we have to understand his lifestyle and where he coming from. He said basically it's not nobody left in this world but him and his sister from his family side.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So he want to make his generation go on forever. So I understood that.
Yeah.
But people might look at it, 3 wives. Oh, they stupid, they crazy. Nah, they not stupid and crazy, because your beliefs is your beliefs.
Yeah.
So if they stupid and crazy, what about Solomon? Solomon in the Bible, Solomon had 700 wives with 300 concubines.
Yeah.
So Solomon had 1,000 women. So how can you look at it? And I tell people, I'll be like, 700 wives. I say, we ain't gonna even talk about the 300. Just 700 wives. I was like, how the hell did he do that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And out of all of them, he didn't even have a lot of kids. We would have thought he had hundreds of kids. He didn't even have a lot of kids, bro. Now, that's what I've been reading on.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I be reading on stuff like that. So, basically, what's going on in the world today done already been here before.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing that's going on that's not been here before, bro.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and he was only 25 years old at that time, too. Like, he was like a young dude doing that shit, too.
700 wives, bro.
Yeah.
And then I'm looking at it like, so people think just because you got one or two women that's something. I was like, man, y'all better go back to Solomon. Solomon basically started this shit. We didn't start this. Everything that we doing now, bro, done already been done before.
Oh, yeah.
We just reincoordinated with it and doing it. Like they say, so I'm saying if he had 700 wives, I'm pretty sure it's a woman that was back then somewhere had 200 or 300 husbands. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So,
and then, like, you had women that was, like, in 70, 80 years old having kids and stuff like that. But that, you know, with Moses and everything like that, and that's why, like, I named my mixtape Exodus, because that was my favorite chapter. It just always spoke to me, because I really feel like, well, in my interpretation of it, that I felt, because I was my mama's youngest son, and he was the youngest son.
youngest son, right.
And how he was born to deliver his people. And I feel like I was born to deliver my people.
Right.
And just going through the hurdles, going through plagues and stuff like that, and get to this point.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why I feel like my music, well, the music that I bring to everybody, it's the commandments. It's to live by. It's the and that's the thing. Like those was the copies of the commandments, like them tablets and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Because Moses destroyed that when he hit the golden calf.
Yeah.
And we don't know what the really like the authentic ones were. We just know like the copies or whatever.
Whatever basically they showing us and throwing in our face.
Yeah, and the golden calf can mean a lot of things. And a lot of people are worshiping a golden calf after they was delivered out of bondage. And they still did that. And if I was there, bro, if I was back in them, if I was like in Egypt and I seen all those plagues and I seen Moses and God split the Red Sea, there's no way that you can convince me that I should be worshiping up this golden calf, because this golden calf didn't bring me out of bondage. It was God. So that lets me know that was
Yeah. Exactly, man.
Because they do that here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
Especially with this dick riding shit, man. That's why I be like, man, like, he's a person. Like, what's going on here?
But you know what's so crazy, man? Your own people or see you doing the same thing that somebody else doing, but give them grace and try to down you.
Oh.
And y'all doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, man,
this person doing the same thing. So you mean to tell me that you know me, we family, but you gonna congratulate just like me, man? Like, in my family, like, you know, every family is fucked up in some type of way, but it shouldn't be, because people should just understand and know what's going on. Like, you got jealous people in your family. People be jealous of you just because of what you doing or who you is. Like, you can do the same shit. Find your niche.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, we have to deal with a lot of shit as black people.
Oh, yeah.
As it is. And that shit just be extra.
For real.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, that shit just extra.
Make you feel like it's a contest or something, or...
Bro, I would never, ever compete with nobody, none of my people. I don't believe in competing with people. Like, just because you selling T-shirts, I'm not gonna go and try to do the same thing you doing because you doing it. That mean I'm in competition with you. I'm gonna
Yeah.
find my niche on what I'm doing. I might be better at putting some on them t-shirts. I might be better at printing them t-shirts or
Yeah.
selling some shoes or some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you got some people, and like I say, bro, it's always the people that know you. It's not the people that don't know you. It's always the people who know you that's the problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh
And
yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah. And that's why I really, stay to myself. I know a lot of people, but I'm a loner, bro, because I have to be. Because infiltration always come from people that know you, people that can get close to you. Like even you and we cool and stuff like that. But I don't know you to the point where I can infiltrate and
Right.
stop you.
Right.
Because I don't want to stop you. I want you to grow. I want
Exactly.
you. I know you want me to grow, and I never been like that, man. I ain't
It's
no snake, bro.
it's a lot of snakes, bro, and it's
Yeah,
crazy. They just come just to come. Like, just like I say, you might got some people that don't want to be on your show because they feel like you ain't big enough. But then soon as you big enough to them in their eyes, here they come. Nah, bro, what about when I asked you to come on just out of my generosity and I seen that you was doing what you was doing. So basically, don't try to use me and my platform to hype you up now
yeah.
when you should have been here when I asked you to come here.
Oh hell
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? But you got people like that. Oh, his show ain't big enough, or they ain't doing big enough things for me to even think about it. But bro, at the same time, you ain't doing shit. You feel what I'm saying? So how you gonna
Right.
think you bigger than me and you ain't doing nothing? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's crazy to me. Like I never understood that. Like, bro, I sit back, I'm telling you, man, I sit back and I see a lot of stuff and I think about a lot of stuff. I just don't never really speak on it, but it's sometimes you just have to speak on certain stuff. Like it's like people in this world, a lot of people are users and they try to use you to get what they think gonna build them up.
Yeah.
When you gotta start at the bottom, like, bro, how I'm gonna tell you, no, you asked me to come on your show. How can I tell you nah, bro? You asked me to come on your show. It ain't like I'm asking you or it's like, oh man, you gotta do this and do that. Nah, bro, I'm gonna come because I see what you got going on. I see that you grinding and I see that you trying to build something.
Yeah.
So I'm on here because I feel like it's to help both of us.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like I'm not like, oh, bro got a big platform, shit, I'm going over there. You know what I'm saying? Or bro got a small platform, so I'm not going. Nah, bro, it ain't never nothing like that. So
Yeah.
I just that's what I be hating about our people. And like once again, it's our people.
Yeah.
It's never nobody else. It's always our own people that do the shiesty shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, it ain't big enough. It's too small or whatever, bro. Just do it. Because like I always say, and I had to learn that the hard way, you just never know because that same person that's turning you down today might need you tomorrow.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I always think about that. That's why, like I was telling you about the homeless people, we don't know what they going through, but I know damn well they going through something because they out there on them streets every day, standing in the cold, trying to, you know, get something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I always like that. That would be like my biggest, probably my first thing I'll do. I probably will do that before I even bought my own self something, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Because I know them people need it more than me.
Yeah. And just at the end of the day, just knowing that you gave somebody something to live for.
And it ain't nothing for me to talk about what I done did or what I done or nothing. That's coming from just the goodness of me.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to brag and boast about what I done did for somebody. Like I'm not doing it for praise. I'm not doing it for something better to happen or come to me. I'm doing it because I feel like it's the right thing to do in all reality. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Oh yeah. And just like I tell my niece, cause she kind of felt like that I don't be there enough or I don't contribute enough, and I told her I work hard over here so I can give you the life that you want later. Cause right now I'm I'm not capable of you know, saying spending money on you or even buying you things or even spending time with you like that because I'm chasing after a dream. And this is how people um, chase dreams is by
Sacrifice.
sacrifice.
Sacrifices, yeah.
Like you ain't gonna see me like that, and you ain't gonna hear from me like that. But just know that I'm doing something constructive. I'm doing something positive. I'm not just not spending time with you to chase a bitch or just be on some
Exactly.
bullshit. But I'm chasing after a dream, and
To make sure you good.
yeah, cause in my family, man, ain't been no great person since Chuck, bro.
Yeah.
And I never wanted to ride his wave. You know, like I said, and Chuck pretty much grew up together. Both our fathers are brothers
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. So I never wanted to follow in his footsteps. I wanted to build my own thing. I
Right.
wanted to be my own man and this and that. So he been gone for like 3 years. So ain't been nobody left.
But I'm gonna tell you something. That was a good dude, bro.
Oh hell yeah.
I'm gonna tell you how, man, that dude helped so many people.
Yeah.
But at the same time, a lot of them same people that he helped took advantage of him because they knew they could get that help.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I say, man, for you to be that type of person in that position and to still come around your people, bro, that right there was just real to me. Cause I know a lot of niggas that was in the same thing and be like, oh man, fuck them. I ain't helping them. Or I ain't finna do nothing for them. And like I said, bro, it's like you can't be like that. When you get in, he got into that situation. Man, this nigga had a lot of money. A lot of money. Could help, man, he could help everybody in the city. He could have dropped a bag off at every body door in this city. He helped people, bro. So that's what I'm saying. But like I say, a lot of people that he helped took advantage of him helping them. You know what I'm saying? But where were those same people when he needed that help? You feel me?
Yeah. And what made me mad about that was, cause he had talked to me and told me some things, but it was just like when, cause I know the good side, and I remember he took me shopping. He took me school shopping one day. He came over in a Benz, and my mom was like, man, who the hell is that? And then he get out the car, was like, hey, y'all ain't gonna let me in. She was like, oh snap, what's up, nephew and stuff. So he had took me shopping. We went to Great Lakes Crossing and stuff like that. Took me school shopping, but I actually sat in almost like a $200,000 car. And he was like, "You see that? How that make you feel?" Like, and I was like, "Man, I'm 16, man. I don't know."
Right.
but he was just like, you see how I got this? You can get this too.
Exactly.
And I just never, ever forgot about that.
Man, he did some good, man. He did a lot of good dudes, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, when I met him, I seen him, my first time I met him, I seen him at the high doing, actually I was coaching at Kempton. I was coaching like 4th, 5th grade. Cause I did that for a minute. I was coaching the kids and me and him chopped it up, not knowing that he got another cousin that's my man. We like this, but I'm not even knowing this the whole time. You know what I'm saying? And then when I finally figured it out, and me and him chopped it up, and I told him before he left here, bro, I say, man, you know what, Chuck? I'm gonna give you your flowers while you here. I'm like, bro, you a real nigga. That's what I told him at Saginaw High. I say, bro, you a real nigga because you still come around, you take care of people, you look out for people, and you just, bro, that's just real to me. I was like, a lot of people get in your position, bro, and they turn their back on their people, but you didn't do that.
Yeah.
You wasn't scared to come around the hood, as they call it.
Yeah.
You wasn't scared to come around black. You still came around, and you also helped people. I say, bro, so I commend you for that. I say, you a real nigga. I told him he was a real nigga probably about 50 times before the conversation was over. And I told him, I say, bro, I respect that out of you. You know what I'm saying? I say, I really respect you for that, bro, because a lot of people of your caliber, bro, them niggas, they going far as hell away, and they ain't looking back this way.
Oh, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't
Hell
looking
yeah.
back this way. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. Jay Rich looked out for his people, but what did he really do for people that wasn't his people?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And don't get me fucked up. It ain't like it's about the money. It's not about the money. It's just like, bro, sometimes, like I said with Chuck ain't give me a dime, but by just him being in my presence,
Yeah.
sometimes it could just be that person being in your presence.
Yeah.
What make you look at a situation different?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to look at people, and Jay, that's my man too. But we talking about Saginaw shit, bro, and people that's been on that level. You only got what, 3 motherfuckers? Well, 4 now. You had Chuck, you had Jay Rich, you had Lamar Willie, and you got Draymond Green.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Draymond. You look out for your people, but what have you done for, your other people?
Yeah.
And like I say, don't get me wrong, it ain't always about the money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just sometimes, bro, your presence is
Yeah.
more than money. Just like Chuck presence was more than money to me. He could have gave me probably $20,000 that day. I wouldn't even respected that. I would have just, him being in my presence was more than $20,000.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So a lot of people don't get it. It's like, I'm not hating on the other ones that didn't do it, but I'm just saying, even if they just come and just be in people's presence,
Yeah.
you don't even know just how much you help people just by being in their presence on that level.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's crazy, bro. So you can't really have that type of mentality where, oh, it's for, and then a lot of people that I know don't even look out for they look out for their immediate family, but you still got your auntie over here.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nowhere in the hell I got no 20, 30, 40, $100 million, and my auntie still living on the east side or the south side
Right.
or the north side. Ain't no way. Nah, it don't matter what she didn't or what she didn't do for me. It don't matter if her and my mama or daddy wasn't close or they wasn't close to me as I'm coming up. You still my auntie, you still my family, and I'm in a position to get you up out of this.
Yeah.
Now what you do with what I give you, that's on you.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the thing about doing it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't do it, bro. Like, it's a lot of people, man, like, just like I say, even with Master P a real dude, man. Like, Master P still come back and give. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, people don't get it mixed up. It ain't about what you doing for a person, but you could just be in somebody's presence. Like I say, Chuck was just in my presence, and it made me feel and look at him different. He ain't give me not a quarter, but just by him being in my presence, us having a conversation, it was different.
Yeah. And it's crazy because like I was too young to really understand what was in front of me because he was Chuck to me. He was my older cousin. We used to pill each other and shit. Used to
Yeah.
fight each other and shit. So I didn't really see what everybody else saw at the time because
Yeah, because it's your cousin and you're not looking at it like that.
yeah, I really
But
did.
bro, you gotta think, this dude was a top three
yeah.
draft pick, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No matter what, minus all the other shit, bro. That dude overall was a great dude. That dude helped a lot of people, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's still people in Saginaw that he helped that we don't even know about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't run off. He didn't go Hollywood. I'm gonna just put it in that point. He didn't go Hollywood. He
Right.
wasn't scared. You know what I'm saying? These other dudes, bro, it's like they scared. What is you scared of, bro? Do you know nobody's gonna harm you? If anything, they're gonna protect you because of who you are. But again, as I say, you don't have to give nobody nothing in order for them, bro. I'm telling you, just a person present sometime, bro, can change a whole lot of stuff.
Absolutely.
Just a person presence, bro. And I felt that. That's why I always told Chuck. I told him, bro, you a real dude, bro. You a real dude, and I stand on that to the day. Just like I tell his cousin, which is my man that I always talk to. I'm like, bro, Chuck was a real dude, man. I'm like, you can't be $100 million nigga and you still coming to the hood, man. How do you know how real that shit is?
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
every
Do you know
year.
how real that shit is?
Yeah.
What are these other $100 million niggas at? Do you see them?
No, you don't.
When them niggas come to the city, they behind dark tent or they out there in the suburbs with they people not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said, to me, when it come to sports, Saginaw, Michigan, Chuck was the realest nigga ever.
Yeah.
To me.
One of a
You
kind.
know what I'm saying? Chuck was to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't speak on everybody else and the reason why I say that because, you know, and I hear stories about other people like they fake this. Like, people gotta understand, they don't owe you nothing.
No.
They don't owe you a quarter.
No.
But like I say, man, when we die, we can't take that shit with us.
No.
So why not spread what you got around? Like I said, I'm not just gonna help my family. It's gonna be a lot of people that I don't know that I'm gonna reach out and help, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what Chuck did. So that's why I always tell, and I told him that too. I say, bro, you, as far as the athletes go around here, bro, you the realest nigga ever, bro, because you still come around and you look out for your people. It ain't about, he had what the hell he had? I don't know. It was like was it a pink motherfucking Range Rover or some shit? I don't know what the fuck he was driving then. Some shit like that. That's what he was in.
Yeah.
I say, bro, you know, I say, man, sometimes, bro, it's just your presence. Like, you don't have to give nobody nothing. And then, like I said, he could have gave me $20,000 that day. He could have gave me $100,000. But it wouldn't have been worth that. Money wouldn't have been worth more than him just being in my presence and talking to me.
Right.
And that's what I learned. I was like, and I told my brother, I was like, man, Chuck a real dude, man. I said, you don't get people that you see on TV that's coming back and you actually see them in person.
Yeah.
Like that. Them niggas go Hollywood, bro. I know a lot of niggas that go Hollywood. All of that, niggas talk about, well, my such and so, my agent said it's not best for me to do. Bro, fuck all of that. Chuck was that type of nigga, man. Fuck what y'all talking about. These my people, they need help. I'm finna help them. You know what I'm saying? Because I done heard stories like, and you know, like, I know people all across the globe. I know people that got people that done went to the NBA, people that went to the NFL, and they try to pull that shit about, oh, well, my agent or whoever, my accountant don't think that it's a good move for me. Bro, this your money. How you gonna tell me if I got $1 million that I can't give you $100,000 of my money? This my money. Fuck what my accountant or my agent say. This is my money. If I want to help you, I'm gonna help you. I don't care. They could be mad, or they could say well, it's not a good idea, but I don't give a fuck. That's just the chances I gotta take. You know what I'm saying? And Chuck was one of them guys. He wasn't like no, oh well, you know, my agent said or my accountant say it's not good for me to do this. Chuck was like, man, you know, if it work, it work. If it don't, it don't. Just do what you gotta do.
Man, it's just, he was so young, man, and
Yeah, he was young, bro.
38,
A
and
young nigga with a lot of money.
yeah.
A lot of money.
And just what I learned from his story, bro, was just make sure that you go out doing what you love and going out knowing who you are and because like I said, I was young when all those injuries happened.
Yeah, but
and stuff.
And then, you know, too, people, well, he couldn't stay healthy. He couldn't. Bro, you got to think, man, this dude, you in the NFL. Man, if a nigga from the NFL hit me right now, he going to break me up. You feel what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Like, so, you know, shit happens. That's just like how I feel about my boy Mike T with the Saints. Mike T, he's been hurt the last 3 years. I be sometimes mad and disgusted like, damn, bro, if you could have just stayed healthy, we could be in a better place. But, bro, I can't speak on that man's health.
Yeah.
Man, it's the NFL we talking about. Man, these dudes will hit your ass like a train and break you in two.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you always got people that's gonna say, well, he could have did this. He could have worked out more.
They don't know what the fuck they be talking about.
He could have ate some more shit to put more weight on. Or, man, come on, man. Like, we don't know. This the NFL we talking about, bro.
Yeah.
Like I say, this dude was like a top 3 pick. How the fuck you gonna say what he could have or should have did? We don't know. Like I say, we never been in that position, so we would never know.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And he was under a lot of pressure too.
bro, a lot of money. It'll
Yeah.
bring a lot of pressure.
Oh hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Money like that'll bring a lot of pressure. You gotta think, bro, this, like you say, a young guy with all this money from Saginaw, Michigan. It was pressure before he even got the money.
Oh hell
You
yeah.
feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But all in all, bro, he was a real dude, bro. Like I say, I can't say it enough. Chuck was a real dude, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't understand. Like, you could make somebody day just by the simplest shit, just giving them a word or just being in their presence. I was like, I told him that day at the house, bro. I say, man, Chuck, you a real nigga, bro. I say, I can't even, that's basically all I can really tell you, bro. I say, bro, you just a real nigga. He might not have understood why I was saying that at that point in time, but it's like, bro, people with money like you, they don't come around people like us.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They stay away from people like us. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't the type to, oh, I'm finna come to the city, I'm finna go out there to the township and I ain't going nowhere around Saginaw. When I leave the township, I'm shooting right back on the highway to the D. Now, when Chuck was in Saginaw, you knew he was in Saginaw.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You knew he was in Saginaw. It wasn't no hiding or none of that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, nobody owe you nothing. But it's just by being real and in your presence. You can't call yourself like a real nigga if you ain't doing real shit.
Facts.
I bet not never have a cousin or something that try to get money like that and go Hollywood. I'm calling your ass out. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you remember where you came from. I don't give a fuck about politics. I don't give a fuck about Hollywood, none of that shit. Keep it real with your people. And like I say, keeping it real ain't you just giving them money. Keeping it real is all types of shit. Just showing up to family functions. You know what I'm saying? Just like talking to people, giving people hope. That's the biggest thing, giving them hope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of dudes don't do that. I'm going to tell you another real dude, Darvin Ham, D Ham.
Yeah.
D Ham kept it real. I used to be at Miss Ham house all the time, and D Ham wasn't even a big star like that. But he still was in the league.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was doing his thing. Man, do you know D Ham took me around Saginaw like I was fresh in Saginaw, didn't know me from a can of paint, just knew his mama knew me, and the reason why I knew Miss Ham, because my auntie that I was living with, that I came up here was living with, she was renting one of Miss Ham houses.
Yeah.
So I come over there, go to Miss Ham house, you know, see what she need. You need some, you need your yard mowed or something, whatever.
Right.
Man, that dude put me in his truck, bro, and took me around the whole city. He was like, yeah, I used to stay over there. We used to stay over there. And again, didn't give me a dime. But I remember that shit, and that's something that'll stick with me forever till I leave here, because he gave me hope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He gave me hope. I'm like, well, damn, I might not go to the NBA or nothing, but shit, I'm going to do something.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's all I be saying. You know, a lot of dudes, like I said, we got the Draymonds, we got the Jay Riches, we got the Lamar Woodleys, we got Charles Rogers, we got the Darvin Hams, and you know, it's even more. We got even more people that's been successful around here. But the thing is giving them hope. Some of y'all need to come up out of yourself and give people hope.
Yeah.
You don't gotta give them no money. You don't gotta do nothing for them. But just being in somebody's presence, man, will help. So I hope like it just get to that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I know Draymond mama, auntie. I was actually doing lawn care and doing Draymond mama house. Nice house out there. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Nice house in the township.
Yeah.
You know, his auntie, she real.
Yeah.
She be coaching and she do security at the school. She still do that shit to this day.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? She real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She ain't about, she ain't on none of that Hollywood shit. His mama real too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
But,
yeah.
You know, but like I understand, like I see it from both sides. Like I understand, like they point of view, but me and my life, it's like, man, I'm not running and hiding from shit. You know what I'm saying? If I got a $100 million contract, you gonna see me come through this motherfucker still. I'm still gonna fuck with you. If you need something, I'm gonna make sure you straight, and that's gonna be that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And not saying that they not doing it, but they doing it for who they want to do it for. But I'm saying as a whole, I'm not gonna just do it for who I want to do it for. I'm gonna do it for the whole.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna just oh, just because this my brother, oh, you my first cousin. Nah, bro. I'm like I said, it's gonna be people that I don't even know that's gonna have something good to say about me. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so I be trying to just like I say, I try to look at it from both ways, but in my mind, I can only see it one way. You know what I'm saying? But I understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, just like Chuck, do you think somebody was gonna let somebody do something to Chuck? Chuck could come around this motherfucker and walk around the whole name was, but his cousin had was going to the NBA. He didn't get drafted, but he was going on as a what you call it, like they just picked him up from the
Oh,
G
on
League.
draft.
Yeah, undrafted.
Yep.
Man, do you know he said this dude stopped talking to everybody?
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, how can you do that? It don't matter. Like I say, I understand politics. Like, trust me, I understand politics. But nobody's gonna tell me how to run my life or how to control my family or I can't take care of my family or I can't be around my family. It's just not gonna happen.
Right.
You feel me? It's just not gonna happen, bro. So, but all in all, man, I said all that to say this. Chuck was a real dude, bro, and I'm glad I was able to let him know that. You know what I'm saying? Why he was here, and not that he gone now. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that he was able to know that from me why he was here. You
Facts.
know what I'm saying? Real talk, bro.
But yeah, bro. Shoot, everything about to die. But yeah. What I was gonna say was like the last thing that you wanted to get out. You know, you welcome to get it out real quick.
Man, like I say, man, we had a good talk, and I'm pretty sure, people will be able to go back and watch it, and
Hell yeah.
see what we was talking about, discussing. But as us as black people, man, we got to do better. That's the main thing that I want. We got to stop hating on each other, and we got to start helping each other. You don't got to fuck with somebody to dislike them and all of this. We got to stop this because it's other races that sticking together that can't stand each other, but they getting what they got going on. They doing what they got to do in order to make it happen. Our culture got to get better. You know what I'm saying? Um, as far as what I'm doing, man, like I said, I'm the VP of the Bank Boys, BANQBOYZ. That's what I do, 24/7. It's a group of four. Them all my nephews. Y'all feel free. Y'all ain't got no time. If y'all ain't hip to them yet, I appreciate it. Well, we will appreciate it if y'all go check them out. Listen to them. They've been out for almost 2 years. It's been a year and a half. They've been working for a minute, but they only been out for almost 2 years. It'll be like 2 years in March. So, and y'all tap in with the 1804 show, man. It's my man. He doing his thing. He grinding. He staying consistent. And he doing what he trying to do to get there, man. So y'all keep supporting my man Will. And, that's all I got to say, man.
Ooh, man. Like I said, man, it's always a pleasure. And to everybody else, man, like I appreciate y'all for watching. The ones who did watch, stay locked for future episodes. We got a lot coming this week, and we out. Peace.